What's going on, people in YouTube land? Kimchi, Chris here, and welcome to today's brand new video where we are talking about a documentary. That's right, a documentary, something we don't do a whole lot on the channel, but it's about a rock and roll band, so I'd say it's on brand just a little bit at the very least. And that documentary is called That Little Old Band from Texas, and it's about the legendary ZZ Top. Now, ZZ Top's always been an interesting band in my life because I've been aware of them, of course. There's no way you can be into rock and roll music or just music in general without knowing about ZZ Top. Even if you don't know their music, you know the beards, you know the sunglasses, you know the cars, you know the music videos, and you definitely know a few of the songs, even if you don't think you know a few of the songs. But even though I liked rock and roll, and specifically classic rock, I never really delved into their discography, which I can tell you right now, that's gonna change soon. I gotta look into this band a little bit more, but nonetheless, this documentary popped up on Netflix. It came out last summer, 2019, and it's on Netflix now, so we can all watch it, and we all have a lot of time right now, so indulging in these documentaries is a very good use of our time because you learn something, you see something. It's just a good way to spend some time, and this is a very well-made documentary. The flow of it is really good, it's shot really well, the narrative is good, and it really gives you just a great look at a classic rock and roll band that's still out there doing their thing after all of these years. And just like many music documentaries, it really concentrates on what would be considered the classic era of the band, the formation in the 60s, all of the highs in the 70s, and then the superstardom in the 80s with the MTV years where their music videos were all over the place. And just like a lot of other music documentaries, it kind of cuts off right when it says they became a huge band, and that's the one thing that I think is a little bit lacking in this documentary. Just like a lot of documentaries of this style, it says, yeah, they got successful and they still tour till this day. What happened 85 forward? That's something I would love to know. But hey, not everybody can do a 4 or 5 hour documentary like the Tom Petty one that's pretty amazing, but also pretty long, so there's no way to really watch it in one setting. At least this one you could get out, you know, in the 90 minutes that it takes of your life and, you know, get something out of it. But who knows? They could always do a part 2. That would be interesting. Part 2, the big old band from Texas. But outside of just the basic stuff like the formation of the band, the history of the band, the songs you know and love, the tours, things like that, I thought it was really nice to get to know the guys a little bit more. In particular, Frank Beard was just hilarious. I didn't know he was so into drugs and being just a crazy, out of control guy. I mean, he talks about getting these massive checks and then just throwing it all away on drugs and saying, you know, wish I hadn't done that, but here we are now. He just seems like a guy you could sit down and talk to and listen to stories from for, you know, an entire afternoon, and you would not get bored with the crazy off-the-wall things he would tell you, and they'd all be true. They would all be true. What a crazy cool guy. What a rock and roll guy. And of course you can't deny the charisma of Billy and Dusty with the beards, the sunglasses, the whole shtick, which funny enough, I didn't know that that came, you know, later in their career. I didn't know a ZZ Top existed without the beards. Funny enough, if you're a hardcore fan, you're probably cringing right now, but I really didn't know that. Even though I'd seen pictures when I really think about it from those 70s albums and things like that, but nonetheless, it didn't dawn on me that those guys didn't have beards ever. I thought they were kind of just like shot out of the womb with beards and sunglasses on, and that's just kind of how it was in the world of ZZ Top. And as someone coming into this with a fresh pair of eyes and kind of new to the history of the band, some of the things they talk about are very interesting to me, like the fact that they didn't like being considered Southern rock, probably because they're from Texas, so they're not exactly Southern, but nonetheless, they didn't like that. Also, the fact that they did like punk rock was very interesting to me, because when punk rock started getting talked about in the documentary, I assumed they were just gonna pop in and say, yeah, we hated all that crap, just like a lot of the aging rockers were at the time, but they actually were really cool with it, and that's kind of part of what brought keyboards into their sound when they kind of came back in the 80s, and of course sent them into the, you know, stratosphere as far as superstars go. And if I take nothing else away from this documentary, I at least have a morbid curiosity about their music now. I would like to see them live. Seeing these guys in person would be really cool. They're, you know, 50 years into the game right now, so, you know, it's not like they're gonna get any younger, so I might try to see them live, and as a result, I also want to look into their discography a little bit more, so this is where you guys come in. This is a call to arms for anyone out there that likes ZZ Top. Where should I start with their discography? I mean, logical places seem like Tres Hombres or Eliminator, but are those good places to start? Should I just start at the very beginning? Should I see the evolution? I like the more rockin' stuff, even though the big 80s hits are pretty cool too, so a greatest hits collection might be something worth looking into, but even that was a little bit, you know, flabbergasting when looking on Spotify, because a lot of the greatest hits collections have like 50 to 60 songs on them. That's just crazy. Is there a good place to start where I can get like 20 songs or maybe one of those studio records? I don't know. Let me know. If you're a fan of ZZ Top, let me know in the comments below where I should start. And if you are indeed a fan of the band, go watch this documentary. What are you doing waiting around? Why are you watching this video? It's a great documentary. It's on Netflix. It's easily accessible. It's a wonderful way to spend your afternoon. And if you're a little bit more on the casual side or new to the band, kind of similar to me, you're also going to have a great time with this. You will have zero regrets watching this thing. Just turn this video off right now and go watch it. But before you go, wait, don't leave yet. Give me just a few more seconds of your time. Let me know what you thought of this documentary. If you have indeed watched it, let me know that below. Are you gonna go check it out now because of this video? Let me know that as well below. And again, not to reiterate the same thing too much, but where should I start in the discography? Let me know that below as well. Let's get all kinds of ZZ Top talk going on down there. I don't know much about their fan community. I don't know if there's much of a crossover with the people that watch my videos, but maybe there is. And if you are new around here, if this brought you into my channel fresh, you should hit that subscribe button because I'm always doing rock and roll content and it's a good time. There's gonna be a lot of content coming soon because I got time to shoot it right now. So definitely hit that subscribe, hit the little bell so you actually get the updates, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it just a little bit. Once again, my name is Kimchi Chris. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys on the next video.